The next 4 months are about you. And if you are looking to become the best version of yourself and glow up for good before 2025, girl, here's how. Well, welcome back to the Get Up and Glow podcast. I'm your podcast host, Madison Haynes, your glow up fairy godmother. You've been working hard this year, okay? You have been putting in the work to glow up, to become the best version of yourself. But, girl, the next 4 months are all about you. You're cutting out your distractions. You're cutting out the toxic people from your life. You're cutting out all of the noise in your life. You are focusing on bettering yourself, taking care of yourself so you can transform yourself into the true best version of you before the new year. Let's get right into it. Chapter 1, listening to your body. Girl, you and we need to sit down and have a chat, okay? Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you burning yourself out? Why do you keep going? You wake up, you say, I have to be that girl. I have to be the it girl. I have to stay consistent with my routines in the expense of your own mental health, well knowing that you are going to burn yourself out by going to all of those social outings, by staying up until 2 a.m. every night, by eating unhealthy, by falling off of your goals, but you go try so hard to stay on your goals, which just leads you to spiral more and fall off of them more. And it just is a constant yo-yo between being the perfect it girl and having the perfect routines and then completely falling off, going into a slump, feeling like the worst version of you, only to struggle to try and find yourself again. Girl, is that the life you really want to live? I understand on self development, TikTok on self development, side of the internet, it's always push, 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 5 a.m. morning routines. But girl, this is ruining your life. It is ruining your progress. It is spiking your cortisol levels. It is harming your physical and mental health. It is time that you learn how to truly balance your masculine energy and your feminine energy. Because here's the thing, we need that masculine side of us to persevere, to do the things we need to do, to be the best version of ourselves. But we also need that feminine energy, that sweet, divine, caring, nurturing energy that is going to make life worth living. Do you know your limits? Do you know that if you book back to back social outings where you stay up late, where you drink, where you're doing things that you know are going to make you feel like crap the next day, why do you do them? Why do you schedule them like that? If you know by doing that, you are going to end up going into a depressive episode. You know you're going to end up completely losing yourself. You're going to feel like crap. Why do you still choose to do it? Do you know that you need more rest during the phase of your luteal cycle? So the week before that phase, you know that you need to take it easy. You need to not burn yourself out. You need to prepare for the fact that you are not going to want to work as hard. You're going to want to sleep more. So in preparation for that, you put a little bit more effort in when you're ovulating. Do you even know what that means? Do you know your body? Girl, this is time, okay? It's time is now. Who you are. Figure out how your body works. Listen to it. Pay attention to it. Because when you genuinely work with your body opposed to against it, that is when your life will genuinely change. Because the mission of becoming the best version of you isn't to constantly feel like you're climbing uphill and it's so hard and there's so much resistance. You want to be able to enjoy your life, enjoy the process of becoming the best version of you, because that way you can be that girl right now. Don't be reactive with self care, be proactive with self care. And girl, it's so much more than just bubble bath and just skincare, blah, blah, blah. Taking care of yourself genuinely means knowing yourself, giving your body what it needs to thrive, to work at its optimal levels, to take care of you. And on the Get Up and Glow podcast, we are all about hot girl action steps. So I just don't talk about what you need to do to become the best version of you, okay? I talk about how to actually get there, the action steps that you need to do on a daily basis to become that girl. Okay, girl. So this is what you're going to do. Okay, here is your it girl prescription. You are going to journal, even if it's just 5 little points on your moods for each day for a whole month. Journal what you did that day and, if possible, what phase or what day of your cycle you are on. Then, after the month is over, I want you to reflect on the days that were not great. What did you do before? What did you do a week before? What phase of your cycle you're in? This is a sure way to be able to see the trends of your body and your mental health so you can know ahead of time what to do to protect yourself, so you can preserve your energy, so you can treat your body better. So then next month comes around, you will feel better, you will look better, you will be better. What I'm about to tell you will genuinely change your life. And you just have to be open to it, okay? I know you might not want to hear this, but truly, let's just talk about it. Chapter 2, the path of least resistance. You need to understand the difference between laziness and being burnt out. Your body will communicate to you when you are pushing it too hard. And this is not a good thing. Okay, in terms of our mental health, we don't want to be pushing our bodies to the end, to the limit, so we can burn ourselves out and feel like crap just to say we checked off our to-do list. Your body will need different things at different times. And girl, it's time you let go of this idea of perfection, this idea that you have to get all of these things done in a day in order to be that girl. And if you don't, you're a failure. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, you didn't work out today. You didn't work out for a week. Oh my God, I'm fat. Oh my God, I'm not good enough. I'm going to lose all my progress. I'm going to gain my weight. No, girl, genuinely, this is so toxic. This toxic mindset is not serving you. You want to be that girl. Okay, you need to understand what your body needs and give into it. But here's the thing, I get it. You want to be that girl. You take pride in knowing that you did the most you can do to properly serve your body, to take care of yourself, to take care of that vision, that dream you're working towards. So, this is where this life changing concept of the path of least resistance comes into play. So, let's say you are on your period, you're having an off day, you really, really don't want to work out, and you know that it's not just me being lazy, it is me being genuinely tired, but I want to move my body, I want to make this goal happen. But how? Start switching your mindset, okay? So if the goal is I want to work out 4 times a week in order to build my dream body, okay. So now you're on your period, but you feel really resistant to going and lifting those heavy weights. But think about it this way. Your goal is to move your body. Your goal is to work out. There's many different workouts you can do beyond going and hustling at the gym so you can still get out. You can give your body what it needs in a better way. So when you're in these moments, instead of just giving up entirely or forcing yourself to go to the gym, just putting your body through all of that pain that you don't, all that stress that you don't need, which will actually have a negative impact on you long term because it's going to burn you out further. It's going to make you feel like crap, thus making you less motivated for all the other times in your day when you're going to need to pull that energy from. So instead, check in with yourself and say, okay, what would I actually like to do? Like, what physical activity would I enjoy right now? This could be a hot yoga session. Even just going and stretching, moving your body like that would feel so great. Okay, do it. Your body is not like a man's, okay? We are not properly educated as women on our menstrual cycles. Do you even know the 4 phases of your menstrual cycle? If not, girl, here's a crash course, okay? You have 4 phases. You have the follicular, you have the ovulatory, you have the luteal, which is the dreaded stage for me, and your menstrual cycle. All of that usually typically is within 28 days, but it differs for a lot of women. And your body feels differently. You need different things. You will eat more, you'll eat less. You will feel better, you'll feel more bloated, you'll feel beautiful and sexy on these different phases. But this episode is not about that. But the path of least resistance will change your life because you are understanding your body, you are learning about it, you are giving it what it needs. So next time when you wake up and you know you're not just being lazy, because on the side of the internet, we don't do that. We are the it girls. We are that girls. We are motivated to be the best version of ourselves. So when you wake up and you feel a little off, you're having an off day, with every action that you do, literally just say, what is a path of least resistance? Do this genuinely for one entire month. You will feel so much better. You will truly flourish. Okay, chapter 3, girl. Dark feminine energy. The year is coming to an end. Have you focused on yourself? Or have you spent the entire year focusing on everybody else, pouring into everybody else? Girl, it is time to focus on you. It is time to reclaim your power. It is time to refine those tiny details of yourself that you've been dying to just strengthen, dying to just build your confidence. I have got your back. You want to be confident, alluring, sexy, that girl? Okay. Learn how to tap in to your dark feminine energy. Often we try to fit ourselves into one persona or one aesthetic, pink Pilates princess, I'm the clean girl, I am the that girl. But we as women are multi-dimensional, and it's not fair to just say that we have to form ourselves into one box where I love pink and white and lace and girly outfits, so I can only dress like that. And on the day I wake up and I feel like I want to put on some all black, black liners, something edgy, just experiment with fashion. But I say, oh, I can't do that because I am the pink Pilates princess girl. Like, that is so random. Like, this is my aesthetic. I worked so hard to build it. I can't mess around with other types of aesthetics. I can't be super expressive with my fashion. I have to fit myself into this because that is my brand. Girl, I don't know if you feel the same way, but I'm here to tell you, you can experiment with fashion, you can experiment with music, trends, anything you want. As much as you want. And that is your sign to truly do that. Enjoy your life. That is fun. Keep people on their toes. I know there's so much talk about light feminine energy, dark feminine energy, and you feel like you have to choose one almost. Like, how can I tap in and balance both? But genuinely, I feel like balancing both is so important. And here's how. Essentially, light feminine energy, we've been over this. It is nurturing, it is caring, it is that Disney princess type of vibe. While dark feminine energy is like Angelina Jolie, alluring, a little bit mysterious, confident. She stands up for herself. Now, in this era, I find that often as us as women, we just genuinely try to care for others. We take on the burdens of everyone else. We are everything to everyone all at once. So I feel like the light feminine energy, the cutesiness comes easy to a lot of girls, but the dark feminine energy is where a lot of women struggle. Because in a lot of ways, that feels selfish. It feels like there's resistance into tapping into that side of us. But again, these last 4 months are all about you. I want you to focus on your own needs. I want you to be a little bit selfish, okay? Figure out what it is that you want. Figure out what you want to refine. You only have 4 months left of the year. When that ball drops, who do you want to be? I know that many women want to be that girl that is just so alluring, who has that confidence, who knows who she is, who has that emotional strength where she just walks into a room. She doesn't need the validation from anybody else. She's able to take anyone can say anything to her, and she's unfazed. And if you want to be that type of girl, here's how. Okay, here is your hot girl action step, and that is to just learn how to self soothe. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. How does this relate to dark feminine energy? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, us as women, I think we run to our boyfriends, we run to our best friends to just trauma dump, to be able to dump all of our emotional baggage onto them because it's too much for us to carry. We tend as women to stop and spiral over every little thing someone says to us. We overthink our outfits, we overthink our actions, what we do, what we say. But if you want to be that sexy girl, if you want to tap into your divine, your dark feminine energy, you need to be sure of yourself. You need to be able to just do not waste time on these things that people are saying about you. Not waste time on these hypothetical situations that aren't even happening in your life. So here's what I want you to do. When you catch yourself spiraling, when you catch yourself just feeling like you need to just unload your emotional baggage onto somebody else, I want you to stop. I want you to wait for at least 2 hours, okay? Then come back to yourself, have a little hot girl check in and say, do I still care about this? Does this still bother me? And if not, congratulations, you have learned to self soothe. The more you do this, the more you just prevent yourself from spiraling and obsessing, the more you're going to be able to teach yourself to let these little things go. And then you can take all of that time that you save and focus that on pouring it back into yourself. Because here's the thing, you could waste 2 hours a day doom scrolling online, stalking somebody else, trying to figure out, oh my God, do they like me? Oh my God, are they saying things about me? Blah, 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 blah. All of these hypotheticals. You could do the same at work. Oh my gosh, is my boss mad at me? Am I messing up this project? Whatever. You already know, I'm sure there's something you're spiraling about right now. But girl, imagine freeing yourself and allowing all of that time you're pouring into obsessing over these situations that you will not care about in a month or even in freaking 2 weeks. And if you just stopped, let that ish go, and did something for you to better yourself, how much better would you be at the end of the year if you did that every damn time? And I know this is hard, but keep training your brain. And this relates to chapter number 4, your villain era. It is honestly kind of sad that we have labeled the whole connotation around just being our true authentic selves, around giving no F's but what anyone else thinks, about standing up for ourselves, about choosing us as a villain, like a villain era. Why is it deemed as we're villains as women? Because we want to be a little bit confrontational, aka stand up for what we believe in or not allow people to disrespect us. No, girl. Ew, okay? We're not letting anyone disrespect us at all. And that doesn't mean we're a bad person. It means that you are a freaking person who knows who the F she is. So here's the thing that you are going to get right and locked down before the end of the year. You do not have to be everywhere all at once. If someone asks you to do something and you know it's going to deter your mental health, you don't have the money for it, you just don't want to do it, girl, politely decline. We are going to stop wasting time stressing out about every little goddamn thing, okay? You don't feel good enough, you feel you can't wear that crop top. Redefine that story that you were telling yourself, okay? It is a mental thing because here's the thing. Everyone else is concerned about their own bodies. They do not care about yours. And if someone is going to go and say, wow, you shouldn't be wearing that outfit, you don't look good in that outfit, they're an ass. Sorry, I feel like I shouldn't be doing that. But for real, they are. Don't care about those opinions of people. The people who are typing out on the internet mean comments or gossiping about you behind your back, newsflash, they do not have lives. They don't have anything going on in their lives. Because here's the thing, busy people who are focused on themselves, busy people who are doing their own lives, working on themselves, doing all their habits, who are healthy, happy, they don't go around gossiping endlessly to that extent about people. And they definitely don't go and nitpick people's appearances, especially enough to actually like send your post to somebody else or comment or whatever. No. So why are you focusing on someone who's such a loser? I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, that they have to spend all of this time talking about you. Girl, you are the it girl. If everyone's talking about you, what makes you think that you aren't already that girl? Because you are doing something that people want to talk about. You are different. You are unique. You are true to you. Keep doing you. Let them talk. Someone disrespects you, someone says something that you don't like, someone makes fun of you right to your face in front of a group of people to make themselves look good. Don't let it happen. Simply walk away. Remove yourself from the equation. You don't even have to start a fight about this. Girl, just respect yourself, respect, you know your worth, and just remove yourself. And that is completely perfectly okay. And that will speak louder than words. When you allow someone to continuously disrespect you, when you communicate your boundaries, communicate something that you would like to address or change in any relationship, and someone neglects that and continues to do things that they now know you feel disrespected when they do, that person does not care about you, so you should not care about them. I saw a quote on Instagram and it genuinely concerned me. And it's how men will say, I love you. And women will say, I wouldn't mind taking all of the burden and allowing it to seep into the cracks of myself just to be able to have part of you with me. That gives me major red flags. Girl, we are not normalizing the fact that we are going to get with broken men to fix them. We're not normalizing the fact that we have to beg for someone else's love to be able to heal someone else and then eventually they will love us, or to continuously show up someone who has 101 issues and help them, guide them through life to get a job, to go to school, to get out of bed in the morning. No, you don't need a child. You need a freaking boyfriend or a girlfriend. It is time you cut the dusties out of your life. It is time that you consult your checklist of things that you know you need in a partner and you stick to it. You can find somebody that checks your boxes. And if you don't think you can, that is the problem. The problem lies within you. And that is okay. A lot of women struggle with this, but it's time to pull back and retell that story to yourself that you are worthy. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of respect. You will find that right person in the right timing. It is not a matter of how, it's a matter of when. It is time that you find a balance. Is that person pouring into you just as much as you are pouring into them? If the answer is no, it is time to move on. Here's a secret that is truly no secret, and it's sad, but it is one. But women, us as females, we are receivers. Loving yourself is not selfish. Your relationship with yourself is the most important relationship that you will ever have, because until you die, it is ongoing. You can never escape yourself. So it is time that you commit to choosing you before the end of this year, so you can go into the next year knowing who you are and knowing how to properly choose yourself, give yourself what you need every single time. Because how do you expect to get your dream life, to be the best version of you, to get the best relationships, the best friendships, everything that you're pinning on your Pinterest board, if you don't even know what you genuinely want and you don't have the boundaries set in place to be able to allow people to respect you so you can attract all that abundance into your life? Do not allow anyone to consistently disrespect you or your time. Okay, girl, it is time to get your mind right so you can truly glow up before the end of the year, and here is how. Chapter number 5, going into 2025, like the it girl you are. We talk a lot about glowing up, physical beauty, external traits, and how to be the best version of you in that way. But your glow up journey, your self improvement journey goes so much deeper than just, hair, makeup, trying to refine your appearance. Because you can only do so much to focus on yourself glowing up externally, but at the end of the day, you are left staring at yourself in the mirror, and you know that those traits, those parts of you, those dark parts that you have to refine, that you're consistently ignoring. And you will come to a point on your self improvement journey when you come to have to face those dark parts of yourself and either learn to suppress them, which means you will never truly achieve full self actualization. You'll never be the best version of you, or you work on those traits, you overcome those hurdles, and it's messy and it's dark and it's hard and it's not pretty. But if you truly want to glow up for good, once you learn to overcome those hurdles, to fix those parts of you that you know really that you need to heal from, girl, that is when you will find the absolute beauty that lies within yourself. That is when your life will truly transform. So, we are going to work on that by the end of this year, okay? We are going to reflect within yourself, take a hot girl silent walk, and think about those areas of yourself that they're reoccurring. You know the parts you need to work on, you know your biggest fears, you know what you're holding yourself back on. It's time to get real. Where do you see your life going? What do you truly want out of life? What were your goals for 2024 and where are you right now with them? What goals changed? What goals don't mean anything anymore to you? That is okay. You will change as a person. That is good. Ask yourself, am I doing the daily habits? Am I the person that I need to be in order to achieve those goals that I want in 5 years, in 10 years, even in the next upcoming year? And if the answer is no, what can you change? What are the little habits, the bad habits that you can pick away at in order to transform the answer into a yes? And don't worry, girl, a New Year's episode where we chat about New Year's goals, how to set them, how to become the best version of you for 2025, that is coming. So subscribe for that. But right now, it is time to focus on who you really want to be. What are those goals that you still want to achieve that you haven't started on yet? Start on them now. Make them SMART goals. How can you make them specific, measurable, actionable, relevant, time bound? Get real with yourself, your vision, your mission for your life, which leads us into your hot girl action step. I want you to write a mission statement for yourself, for your life, and who you want to be. Who do you identify as? What are the traits that you want to be known for, that you want to be able to say, I am a girl who works out. I am a girl who nourishes her body. I am confident. I am a good friend. I am caring, kind, compassionate while having a high level of self respect. Take all of those points and put them into a mission statement for your life. The beautiful thing about life is we have the power to be whoever we want to be, to change whatever we want to change. If you don't like yourself, then change yourself. You don't like a habit, you know it's not serving you. What can you do right now to ditch it for good? Once you bring this level of self awareness into play, that is when the true magic happens. Reflect on yourself. Figure out how to give your body what it needs. Stop burning yourself out so much. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I feel so tired. Oh, I'm a failure. Oh, I'm going to gain weight. Oh, blah, blah, blah. No, stop that negative self talk. You are burning yourself out. You are hating your life in this process of trying to be that girl and look good on Instagram and feel like you're living your dream life. Why? Why are you doing that to yourself? You are that girl. You want to know what that girl does? That girl listens to her body. That girl gives herself what she needs. That girl has boundaries. That girl sticks up for herself. Be that girl. It is time to get real. It is time to self reflect. It is time to practice self love, practice self respect. It is time to choose you. You're going to get where you want to go. You are going to get what you need in life, okay? That is certain. Enjoy this journey. Spend the next 4 months pouring into yourself, taking those times to genuinely nurture yourself, give yourself self care so you can feel calm, centered, energetically aligned, so you can attract your manifestations faster. You can operate on a higher wavelength. You can be abundant, have that magnetic energy. I know that sounds redundant when you say, oh, I want to be that girl and do all of these things in a day. So why are you telling me to not do them in moments I don't feel like doing them? you know the difference between when you're being lazy and when you're not. And now you have all of the hot girl action steps to know how you can end this year on the highest note possible. The only question left is, are you ready to get up and glow?